All right. So the first thing I want to talk about, there's a quote from Wayne Gretzky, who is the GOAT, the greatest of all time in terms of hockey. He actually has a lot of different motivational quotes, but one of them, his dad actually taught him. And in hockey, the puck, like, it goes so fast that if you are, and I'm really not like a super big hockey fan, even though I grew up in Michigan and I should be, but from what I know is the puck is going very, very fast. And if you just stay with the puck, if your eye is on the puck, you're not going to be successful. The quote from his father is, he told him, "Go where the puck is going, not where it's been." And that translates into our business. That translates into our life in two ways. And I was thinking about that quote, like, go where the puck is going, not where it's been. I think sometimes this can be in a positive way, and this can also be in a negative way. Sometimes our past holds us back from where we're going to actually go, right? Like our past, we dwell so much on our past mistakes or failures or somebody who told us we weren't good enough, any sort of, like preconceived notion about ourselves or those limiting beliefs, right? Those can hold us back from where we are truly going, right? But on the flip side of that too, I've seen the reverse where like we have success or we hit our goal, what we set for ourselves. And so we kind of just don't focus on where it could go. So in a positive way, where when we actually hit benchmarks and we hit our success club numbers that we set for ourselves or whatever it is, whatever goals you're setting for yourself, sometimes those successes keep us stuck as well. And so the last couple of days we've been talking in the July Team Challenge about getting unstuck. I've been watching a lot of us sitting at the same SC points for weeks now. And it's not, and I've been there before, so I'm not like sitting on a pedestal, like preaching this down at you. I have been absolutely in places where I've felt stuck in my business or felt stuck with momentum. And I just kind of wanted to use this quote kind of to talk and encourage you through that. So first, let's talk like successes. I think it's important when we have success, when we hit a goal, to pause and celebrate that, but to keep moving forward. Just like if somebody hurts your feelings, like I give it a 24-hour rule. Like if somebody says something nasty to me on social media or in person or whatever, like if something hurts me in my business, in the same manner that I'd only allow myself to maybe mope and grope like for like 24 hours, the same thing applies for your success. If I just sit back and I'm like, heck yeah, I hit SC, I'm at SC6, like I hit like, and trust me guys, when I hit SC6, there's a lot of times where I'm like, whew, I made it. Like at least like coast is clear. But it can be really easy to sit there and be like, okay, I made it, I'm good, right? Rather than stretch yourself for where you could possibly go. So yes, pause, celebrate things, acknowledge that you hit major goals, but keep moving. I heard from a coach this week who she's a lifetime 8-star diamond coach, you guys, lifetime. Now, when you're a lifetime, this is all a lifetime is. It means you held the rank for 6 weeks. That's it. So I am considered a lifetime diamond because at some point I held diamond for 6 weeks straight, but I've dropped, in the past, I've dropped my rank from diamond to emerald, and I'm still considered a lifetime diamond, even though I'm labeled at an emerald rank, right? So I can make myself sound fancy and say, oh, I'm lifetime diamond. But when you hear a coach say that they're lifetime this, well, what are they right now? That coach who is a lifetime 8-star, she's a diamond coach right now. She lost 8 leaders on her team. And I'm going to guess how she lost 8 leaders on her team. Well, she probably coasted. She probably got to 8-star and said, heck yeah, I made it, and found that success, paused there to celebrate, and then stop moving forward, right? And so we get stuck in success because we also fail sometimes to remember and realize that this is a delayed results business. So the success you're feeling this month is a direct reflection of what you did last month, yeah? A lot of times, if you hit, let's say you hit SC6 right off the bat in those like SC5 by the 5th, right? And we get to that moment in the top of the month, usually that's a reflection of what you did the previous like month or maybe the last couple of days of the month leading up to the brand new month. So if I get to SC5 by the 5th and then I hang out for the rest of, what month are we in, July? August is going to be a little bit of a struggle because after I hit SE6, I didn't take time to build new relationships, have new conversations, continue to add to my network, right? So remember that the success that you are experiencing right now, like the fruits of your labor, are typically the seeds that you've already planted and sown and worked hard through in previous months, okay? And so you've got to remember that if you aren't planting more seeds, your crop's going to run out. You're not going to have any more fruit, right? And so we experience that. A lot of us experience that in the business where we run out of our, what I call warm market, right? But that's why it's so important that you're planting new seeds, adding new people into your pipeline all the time, generating new conversations daily. I know it's really easy to get caught up in the invites, especially right now as we're pushing for big goals at the end of the month. Get caught up in those invite, follow up. But you've got to build new relationships as well, because those are the people that next month, following month, couple months down the road, even a year from now, are going to be your next challengers, okay? So in terms of success, while you're pausing and celebrating it and then deciding to continue moving forward, share what's working for you guys, okay? I shared a script today I think, Amanda, you were the one that shared the other script. Thank you so much for that. Guys, I am not the best coach that you will ever speak to and hear from. I am not the innovator that of all innovators. I am not. So use each other. You guys have great ideas. Like, I get blown away at some of the ideas that you guys have, the things you bring to the table. But I think sometimes we're timid to give those ideas because maybe we think they're not good enough. Get over that. If it's working for you, if someone said, hey, yeah, I'd love more information, then it's working for you. Share it with us, right? If you get crickets from a message, then maybe it's not working for you, right? Don't share that one. But scripts, polls that you do. Like I shared today, the poll that I did, you guys, I experimented that poll before I shared it with you. That poll is giving me a lot of conversations right now. All I asked is, what do you struggle with more, fitness or nutrition? That's all I asked. And then the masses said nutrition. So a couple things that are happening now in my business and in my mind is the masses said nutrition. So how can I serve the masses better? Now I'm going to start working on, okay, I got to share more quick recipes with my people. I've got to share a lot more about how I meal prep and meal plan. Like, those are the things I'm thinking service-wise. But then when I go to talk to people about nutrition, that can, I can open up a huge dialogue based off of the benefit and value of Shakeology, right? Challenge groups, things that are working for you in your challenge groups, maybe calls to actions that worked in a post for you. Share those and keep going, okay? Always be on top of the game plan for the following month and quarter. So my question for you in terms of success is, have you planned out August yet or set August goals? If you have not, we are sitting here at July 24th. You've got about 7 days left of the month, a week away from a new month. At this point, you should know what you are offering in August and what you want to hit. That way on August 1st, you are coming out of the pipeline swinging, okay? So being on top of that game plan. Okay, let's look at the flip side though. So yeah, success, pause, celebrate, share till you're blue in the face with everybody about what's working for you, and making sure that you're always forward thinking to the next month, right? But what happens with setbacks, you guys? I think sometimes when we hit a setback in our business or we're stuck, right? All we're doing is focusing on where that puck has been. Well, I've hit successful before and I'm not hitting it now. Or my last challenge group was so good, but this one's not good. Or, whatever it is about the past that you're looking on. Wherever you're having a setback, guys, again, pause. Like with success, pause for a second and celebrate. But with setbacks, same thing. Pause, not that long. Pause long enough, though, to critique and analyze what is not working with honest gut checks. Honest gut checks. I've been there in my business, you guys, where my upline would ask me, are you inviting enough people? Because I'm like, I'm just stuck. I'm not hitting this. Are you inviting enough people? I mean, deep down, the answer really was no. It really was. I was relying a lot on social media, and I was relying a lot on people that I had already asked, and they had already told me no. And guys, when somebody tells you no, it's like going back to that boyfriend or that guy that won't date you in high school, and you just keep hanging on to hope that that guy's going to be your boyfriend one day. Newsflash, he's not going to be your boyfriend. You got to move on, right? That person, they're just not into you, right? And so if somebody tells you no, put it on the list for next month, but don't hang on to hope that I've done that way too much where you just hold out for that one person. No, wait on them. If they've got a link out, awesome. Follow up with them. Keep sending them messages. See where they're at. but keep inviting new people in the meantime. Okay. And then course correct. So yeah, pause, analyze, critique maybe what's not working so well in your business. Open your eyes to some best practices that maybe other people around you are having success with, right? And then course correct. Be willing to change and adjust your sales. There have been so many times in my business where I've done something. If I was doing the same thing I was doing on day one of my business, you guys, we wouldn't be sitting on this call together. I've had to course correct over time. I've had to have things that didn't work. I've had to look at myself in the mirror and say, what's working for them and why is it not working for me, right? I've had to do that and then move forward with it, right? I think we get stuck because we remain there, you guys. We get stuck because we allow ourselves, like that puck. We're not looking at where the puck's going. We just keep looking back at, like, you know, at where it's been and why we're not there. Insanity, you guys, the definition of insanity, right, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if what you're doing isn't working, have you analyzed why? Have you attempted something different? I think for me, it's always been about an ego check. Like, I've had to remove my ego and be like, okay, Brittany, maybe you don't know the best way to do it. Maybe you should try this, and be open to that change, right? Leaning into the team when it's hard. I'm reading A Tribe Called Bliss right now, and I don't have the book on me, but there was something that was just money that I'm going to share with you guys when I can get a hold of that and just organize my thoughts on it. But leaning into the team when it's hard, it's really easy in tribe situations to push that away when things get hard, but that's truly when you need that community the most, because these are the people that can say, I'm holding you to a higher standard because you're worth it. Right? I'm not always going to sugarcoat things for you. I'm not always going to be like the person that gives you the thing you want to hear, right? Sometimes I have to bring it with the tough love and, you know, and let you know, like, this is rubber, this is the road, let's go. But the more that we can lean into that and know that that's said with love, and that is coming from a place where I just want I want to see you hit your goals that you've set for yourself and just feel amazing. The more that we can kind of remove that that taking it personally, I guess, right? Removing that personal feeling from it. Learning from those where you want to be, and don't be afraid to be a student again and again and again. One thing my dad always told me was, you know, the day he was done learning was the day he was done being a teacher. And I hold that really true in my life, because I believe I am a teacher, regardless that I'm not in a classroom anymore. I still feel as though teaching is my craft and my trade. And the only way for me to teach others, you guys, is to get in the books, get in the trainings, get into things, and also learn, but also implement at the same time so that I can see, okay, does that work? Should I teach it that way, right? And when I taught students, that was my very first year teaching, like, Lord, I hope they learned something, because I probably failed over and over and over again. I don't know. But then you figure out a better way. So then the next year when I taught long division to my fifth graders, okay, I remember last year that didn't work so well. So now this year I can try it differently, right? And the same thing applies to us right now. But if you don't give yourself the gift of trying it differently and being open to that, you're missing out. So how many convos are you having? If you checked out the National Wake Up Call yesterday, she let us have it with that, right? Like, it takes massive action. And don't allow the word massive to scare you, because I can immediately be like, oh, like, I can't take massive action. I don't know enough people. I'm nervous to ask these people. I can see that. I can already see that, because that intimidates me when I say, like, take massive action. I'm like, oh God, like, what does that even look like, right? But what taking massive action means is to be on the offense of your business. Okay? It means looking at your week ahead and knowing what calls to actions you need to do, maybe what polls you need to take, what groups you have to offer, right? And then implementing it, right? And game planning for the week. And then looking out, okay, I'm looking out at the next month ahead, and I'm looking out at the quarter, and I'm looking at where do I want to be by the end of the year, and allowing myself to be on the offense of my business and not on the defense of my business is really, really helpful, you guys. So that's just my little, like, I don't know, just some of my thoughts that I had today after I saw that quote. And I was like, that kind of fits us perfectly right now. Can I move into some things that are coming soon and things to jot on our calendars? Or do you guys have any questions or comments on any of that? Mary says good. We can keep moving and grooving. Awesome. Okay. There's a poll that I am going to put up when we get off this call. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know the best remedy for hiccups. I'm going to give it to you right now. So you take a cup of water and you drink at least 10 gulps, but I would say 16, like without coming up for air, like, right? Okay. Without coming up for air. And then you just like sit for a second. Just let your breathing like come back. It works. Trust me. Try it. You can turn the video off. We don't have to watch you gulp water 10 times. But seriously, don't come up for air. I mean, you can breathe through your nose, but like, don't like stop. Anyway, hiccups are the worst. Charlie gets like hiccups where he gets, do it with the beer. You know, that is a great idea. That is an awesome idea. Charlie gets hiccups to the point where like he gets like, he'll throw up. Like, go take care of yourself. Okay. There's going to be a poll back to coming attractions. There's going to be a poll on Inspire Beauty. After we get off this call, I'm going to pose the question. It's an honest question, you guys. And I encourage you to encourage your coaches or the people that are on your July Team Challenge with you. As we move into August, we're not doing the July Team Challenge anymore, obviously. So I want to keep momentum going. And so I've really been brainstorming, truthfully, all month long since we've started building some great momentum with the JTC about what to do next. Like, that's been my whole thing. Like, where do I go with this? Like, they've been rocking this month. Like, how do I even one up that, right? Like, what do we do now? So I think it's going to get a little more intimate in August just to give people breathing space. But Q3, just so you know, in terms of Beachbody, they group quarters, right? And you can hit goals by quarters. So my goal, they're time-bound, obviously, right? Time-bound goals. One of my big goals, you guys, is to end this year as a 2-star premier team. I am going to be at the New Leader Conference. That's the NLC. It's in February. And I am going to get my invite to that by the end of Q3. You have to be a 1-star qualifying coach, and not 1-star qual. You have to be a 1-star coach, meaning you've held it for 6 weeks. So 1-star qualifying, or once you get to any sort of qualification with Diamond or Star Diamonds, things like that, the qualification period is 6 weeks of holding it. Okay. So when I reverse engineered this, Q3 ends on September 27th. So 6 weeks prior to that is August 15th. I'm telling you right now, I'm making Charlie's account Diamond by August 15th because I want to be at the New Leader Conference so that I can pour into you guys things that I haven't been able to pour in before because I haven't been in and immersed in those sorts of settings yet in my business. So I am gunning Charlie's account for Diamond. He is 3 coaches away and 2 emeralds away. So we need to add 3 more coaches to his downline. And I need 2 coaches in total in his downline to rank advanced to emerald. So I'm working on that. That's my big, like, that's a stretch, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, that's not like, I'm not like, yeah, we're just doing this. No, like, that is a stretch for me. But it takes a tribe. I don't want to do that alone because that's like that's an easy thing. Again, like, if I feel like I'm trying to look at my puck, right, that's going this way, but yet I've got that inner mean girl that's pulling me back and dragging me down every time I hit a setback. Or maybe I add a coach and then I coast a little. Or maybe I see one coach looks like they're going to go emerald, so I coast a little, right? Those are things that I don't want to do. And so I want my tribe to be by my side. And I want to build leaders in August, which we're already doing. So the poll is going to be in terms of that. Okay. So check out that after we're done. I'm not going to give any more information on that, but that's kind of where we're going in August. I've been dabbling, moving on. I've been dabbling, you guys, with the idea of, and the reason I tell you, sorry to back up a little, the reason I tell you that I'm working to add Charlie's account to a Diamond status is not because I'm like, I'm going to 1-star without you guys. No, I'm showing you I'm in the freaking trenches. Like, if I can hit Diamond in his account, y'all can hit Diamond in your accounts. Okay. I want you to know that, like, literally 2 weeks ago, he only had 1 coach on his team and he was coach rank. So it's possible, right? Like I've just been really diligent about anybody, like those people who wanted Lift 4, but they wanted to join the exclusive test group, like getting those people into the into the coaching aspect. Also, I changed, sorry, I feel like I need to say this. I'm totally all over the place for a second here. Sorry, guys. I changed my form. Let me share the screen really quick, you guys, and just show you this. I changed my Jotform. I used to use Jotform, then I went over to Google Forms, and then I went back to Jotform. I got rid of my Linktree. This is totally off script. I am totally going on a tangent, so I apologize. I got rid of my Linktree, and the reason I did that, you guys, is I feel like there are a lot of coaches using Linktree right now. And because of that, when someone gets to your page and they see a Linktree, and then they go there and they see, join my challenge group, join my team, watch my blog, do a workout, whatever, I feel like it turns them away. I haven't been having very much success with getting people to click the link in my bio with Linktree in the last month. And so those are the things I'm talking about, you guys. I felt like it was stalling out. And so rather than just being insane, right, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting something different, instead of just, I'm going to keep the Linktree because that's what everyone else is doing, I'm being proactive. No, I'm not keeping the Linktree. I'm going to put one link that it's like a one-stop shop that gets them to my challenge group application. So I went through and I redid my challenge group application, and it's the Self-Care Sisterhood Virtual Fitness Challenge, blah, blah, blah. And I just name, email, Instagram handle, because I'm doing most of my business on Instagram right now, and half the time I don't know their real name because their handle is like not their name. Knowing where they live, because in Instagram we get a lot of people who are not necessarily US, UK, Canada. And so seeing those options. And then looking to, this is the one where that's why it's a one-stop shop. Improve just nutrition, lose weight and tone up, get in better physical shape. So just fitness, both fitness and nutrition. Change my life. This is coaching, you guys. You want to change your life, you need to be a part of our team. And some people don't know they want to be a part of our team and change our life. They just don't know. Or they come in and they already know, I want to be a part of Inspire Beauty and stay accountable, blah, blah, blah. So check that box, right? So I put kind of coaching and this here. The question about investing, I love that question. And then if they can't, explaining to me why not. And then just a little about their goals and struggles. So I've changed my form. I've gotten rid of my Linktree, and I've made this a one-stop shop. Since I've done that, you guys, and I only did this like a week ago, I already have 2 people that like don't know who they are, like, but clicked my link and filled it out. And so anyway, that is something. On that note, you guys, because I'm trying to make it like I'm trying to streamline it and figure out what's working best. And I'm wondering if, rather than for 4+ years now, you guys, going on almost 5 years now in my business, every month I've picked a different challenge group and a different theme. And what I'm finding, especially in the Summer of Me, is that it's the same people month after month, and maybe a couple of new people add in, right? Like my mom, God love her, she's in that group month after month after month, but yet she's seeing the same content month after month after month. And so I'm wondering if I should change this up and do something more like an ongoing challenge group that's in the app. And you can set it for however many days, like 999 days. And then you can always go in there and just keep adding days to it when you get close to it ending. But just making it the Self-Care Sisterhood. So like the free Self-Care Sisterhood that I used to have, making that Self-Care Sisterhood my like elite thing that like, if you want to be with me, you want to be on this, you're part of that group. So I'm dabbling with that. I want you guys to think about that, and because that affects you directly, because a lot of you are helping out in those groups, taking the lead, as well as adding in your people. So I want to know from you kind of feedback, what you think of that, how would that impact you? Have you noticed that like maybe our current challenge group model is or is not working? What about it? So I'd love to open that up to hear from you guys if you have any thoughts on that.
I know that when I first started with you, we had just like a 21-day fix challenge group. And so I liked that a lot because you could always stay, everyone was doing the same workout at the same time and you're all doing the same thing. And so I really liked actually the 80-day workout and the lift ones, just because everyone's kind of going through the same thing. And I feel like it it helps people to hold them accountable a little bit more. And then your concern about people seeing the same things over and over and over. I remember you saying, well, if you're seeing the same thing over and over, you got to become a coach.
But the problem is they are coaches.
Oh.
Like my mom and Leia and Linda. And well, Leia's like rocking her business now, but at the time, Leia was just a discount coach, like she likes to say. But yes. And yeah. I agree with you. I love the idea of having once, like, and it's not once a month because like Lift 4 is an 8-week program, right? And then after that 8 weeks is over, we can do like another round of just people doing Lift 4 because there's going to be those people that watched us do it and then all of a sudden now they want to do it come October when it's out for everyone. So maybe having a focused, like whatever new program is out, that's the focused group of people who just want to do that. So we do have that sort of community happening. And then anybody who's doing, you know, they love Shakeology and they love these groups, but they're not doing Lift 4. Like they have a space to be.
Well, and we could even, I mean, this is just me thinking now, but if we came together like as a team and you could get 2 coaches that would say, I'd love to run a 21-day fix group. I'd love to run a PIO group. I'd love to run this group, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to run a miscellaneous group. And that way we can take in any people from all of our customers. We could take in any people to those groups if they want to be interested. And their coach could be there and be involved in stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting idea. That would take a very large group effort though.
Which I think we have. And I don't want it to be like, I also don't want it to feel like that's Brittany's like group of, you know, like I don't want it to feel like that. Like I would want it to feel like this is Inspire Beauty coaches. Like this is where you take, so when a new coach comes on and they're like, what do I do with my challenger? You add them into the Self-Care Sisterhood. Unless they want to do Lift 4 or whatever, then you add them here, you know, and you support them in the group. I don't know. I think, and I'm not ready to do that yet because I'm going to do another round, my final round of Summer of Me in August / Lift 4. And I'm also dabbling with deciding to start a men's group, which would be just on Facebook. It would be very informal. But I'm wondering if as we get in, shift over into the fall or shift over into the new year, is there something better we could be doing? And so I guess let's all brainstorm on that, what that looks like. I love that we're helping each other out in these groups. And so even if that looks like a posting schedule, like everyone in Inspire Beauty gets, you know, like Mary gets to do September 1st through this, Amanda does this, you know, September 8th through this, like, and everyone has their assignments like for the next like 3 months, right? We know what we're like our posting assignment. It gives everyone a chance to help out too. Mm-hmm. I don't know, just food for thought. It's just been on my mind. Couple last things. Can we move on from that? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep thinking on that, please, guys. Sunday at 5 p.m., I'm doing a happy hour, which I've seen other coaches do. It's basically a coach sneak peek in an hour, right? But happy hour with Inspire Beauty. What I would love for you to do is, first of all, it's at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. I will talk through, like, if people want to volunteer to post things or go live or share a little bit about their story, I'm fine with that. That's absolutely perfect. I would love people to step in and volunteer so it's not just my voice. All I would request is that you're inviting people into the group in order to lead it so that you're not leading and you don't actually have people in there, similar to our challenge groups, right? Like it's the same thing. And the best people to invite right now, you guys, are your challengers. So if you are looking to expand your network, expand your downline, grow a team, go Emerald, etc., or help your downline coaches to do the same, please make sure that they know about Sunday at 5 p.m. I'm going to talk about in the team page a little bit more, obviously, but I want to let you guys know first before I do that, to keep that in the back of your mind, okay? And we're just going to try out this happy hour feel and see how that goes. Emerald and 24-hour call is going to be next Monday the way I'm lining it up now, you guys, is the last Monday of every month, depending on if there's 4 or 5 weeks, it just depends. But the last Monday of every month, I'm hoping to do the Emerald in 24-hour push. And the more that we're, like this month, we've had a major influx of new coaches. So those are coaches that need to get on these calls. Newer coaches need to get on these Emerald in 24-hour calls so they understand the value. Like I know some of you, or all of you guys sitting here, you've listened to that call month after month after month, and you might be like bored out of your mind. First of all, it's a call to action for us to go Emerald again and again and again, right? But it's also a way for you to help your downline understand the value of Emerald and to create an army of Emeralds on our team, right? The only way to get to Diamond is to just keep going Emerald, truthfully. And that's going to go back into that poll that I'm going to pose when we get off this call. And then last thing, I'm going to change up the way I do getting started right calls, because there's a lot of coaches on our team and a lot of people, or a lot of newer coaches on our team, I mean, and a lot of new coaches adding new coaches who don't necessarily know how to do a getting started right call, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the first Monday of every month, I'm going to do for our team Zoom, new coach getting started right calls. Okay, so what will that look like? It won't be next Monday. Next Monday is going to be the Emerald in 24 hours. And then on Monday, August 6th, what does that look like? Well, that looks like I'm going to walk them through our different team pages, right? The team page, the resource page, explain to them Monday national wake-up calls, Monday night Zooms, how they get to be a part of the Rising Stars page if they're looking to build a business. What are our challenge groups all about? How do you do a share a card? What's a back tour, like the back tour of the Coach Online office? How do I get my money back if I ordered a challenge pack, but then I paid the $39.95 coach fee, right? How do I fill out that form? All of those things, and then Q&A for any questions that they might have. I encourage you guys to be on, obviously you're not new coaches and you've already gone through your getting started right stuff, but I would encourage you for the first this month and maybe next month especially to definitely make sure that you're on for those so that you can hear how I do them, because eventually I'd love to pass that torch to other people to take the lead as well. But also, guys, tag your newbie coaches, tag your people that are in your July Team Challenge that you're like, oh, this, like, I feel like you'd benefit from this. Let's get on this call. And I'm going to start doing that on the first Monday of every month. Personally, I feel like for me, some of my coaches who are signing up are getting lost in the cracks because they're like, oh, I'll let you know next week when I can do a GSR. Oh, I'm really busy this week, but I'll let you know next week. And it keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And you know what? If you want to do a getting started right call, if you want to know about this business, get on this call every Monday, 6 p.m., first Monday of the month, and Brittany will walk through it with you until someone else takes the lead. Yeah? So that's the other thing that is coming down the pipeline. So I just want to keep you guys in the loop with that. That's it. I know that's not really it, but that's all I got tonight. That's the ends of my notes. So does anybody have questions for me? Anything that you're like, hey, Britt, offer perspective on this, or just need to chat through things / questions on anything I told you about? Let's open it up for the last 4 minutes.
Is the getting started call going to be just one Monday or every Monday of the month?
My goal right now, if we are continuing to have the kind of momentum that we're having right now, and it keeps going forward, it would be every first Monday of the month. Okay. That way, too, to start the month, they know where their training is, and they know, like, okay, I need to get into the Girl Boss page and go through Unit 1, Unit 2, all that good stuff. So that essentially by the end of that month, then at the last Monday of the month, they're ready to potentially go Emerald, right? Because they've done their training, they know. Yeah. So that's kind of my way of like helping the masses, I guess. Now, if it flatlines out which I don't see it happening, but if our team does flatline out and it doesn't seem like it's a need for us, we'll investigate that at that time and course correct. But right now it seems like we definitely need something like that for our newer coaches.
All right, Brittany, I'm going back to school. How do I just set aside time to work my business? Like when you were a teacher and you were working the business, did you do it all in an hour? Did you do it in any free time that you had? Okay.
Pockets of time. I always did in the morning. Like I made sure I had a post out. I made sure that I could if I was doing like a call to action that I needed later to be able to go and invite people to, that sort of thing. It all happened in the morning, and like invites, the things you don't want to do them right away. And then at lunchtime or any of my breaks when I was totally not supposed to be on Facebook, I would answer messages. And then when I get home, some people like on their commutes, if they can be on their phone, then they will. Like I know some teachers who like they would ride with their husbands or whatever, like they would work on their way home. But if you're driving, like that was my personal development time, or that's when I got on one-on-ones with people, or if I needed to call somebody or, you know, to walk them through how to order something, like when I was in my car was that time. Yeah, pockets throughout the whole day.
Here we go, pockets.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, because I know Amanda, I've also warned her. And it's not impossible, you guys. Like, I'm here to tell you that it is so possible, but it's going to take adjusting. And that whole thing of like, look at where the puck's going, not where it's been, right? Like, oh, but this summer it was so easy. No, it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be harder. Yeah. Mm. And it comes back down. I would really, 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 really encourage the two of you to like really look at what goals you want to achieve in the rest of the year. Really look at why you want to achieve those goals. And really put that right in your face every day, so that when it sucks, you can be like, okay, this is what I'm working for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm going to, I saw a resource today that I haven't watched yet, but I think it does talk about like power pockets of time, that I'll send over to you guys. I'll put on the stars page for you, because there's a lot of us in that boat right now. Is Elizabeth going into the classroom as well?
Yep, she starts August 6th. So next,
nice.
2 weeks.
You have a tribe of people.
Yeah.
Think about it. First of all, like, can't stand any of you because I didn't have a tribe of people like that. I'm just going to move my fingers like this the whole time. I didn't have a freaking posse of teachers that we could all help each other out. Like, I didn't have that, and look at me now. So you're going to be fine. You guys got a posse. You guys got a tribe of teachers, so you can help each other out.
Yay.
And talk teacher smack.